What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Kid Taj. Today we're going to make a video about DAngelo Russell. Now, I did get more than a couple suggestions for DAngelo Russell. Everyone wants DAngelo Russell. I said, well, I got to make a video about him. I made a video about Giannis Antetokounmpo. I made a video about Devin Booker, Kristaps Porzingis I made just a couple days ago. And now we got DAngelo Russell, another young guy from the 2015 NBA draft. I made a video about the 2015 NBA draft as well. Y'all should really check that out. 10 future stars from the 2015 NBA draft. I made that one, including DAngelo Russell and Porzingis and Booker. It was a very fun video to make. I'm sure that y'all like it. And before I get into this, please leave a like if you enjoy. Smash it, the like button, subscribe, and yeah, leave a comment what you want to see. I'll just do more of these videos of who you want to see, which players you want to see. So let's get right into this. And I'm actually, just gonna summarize who DAngelo Russell is. If you guys don't know, need some more background. DAngelo Russell is a 6'5" combo guard out of Ohio State University who was picked second in the 2015 NBA draft. He is now entering his second year with the Los Angeles Lakers after a rookie year of putting up numbers of 13 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Now, why does DAngelo Russell have so much promise? I mean, honestly, the guy had an up and down rookie year. He was criticized for his lackluster defensive ability. On offense, he was very streaky. He'd have big, high 30-point nights. And then he would have these terrible shooting games where he wasn't doing anything. It didn't even look like he was trying. He was very inconsistent in his rookie year, but he showed flashes of future superstardom. The thing about DAngelo Russell, I want to talk about the comparisons. I like to do this. In the Porzingis video, I talked about the Dirk Nowitzki comparisons. Same thing goes with DAngelo Russell. DAngelo Russell, the players that I would compare him to, at least the one player I think of the most comparing to DAngelo Russell, is James Harden. Now, this is maybe because they're both ball-handling 6'5" lefties that have a three-point stroke and inside game and are really offensive-based and can play make. But the thing about DAngelo Russell that makes him seem like James Harden is his ability to produce team scoring, off of just him. He can create by himself a lot. He can just make so much happen on the offensive end. He's one of those guys you always got to keep track of. And honestly, he's looked very, very smooth. So he's a very smooth player. That's something I also noticed about him. He kind of looks like, at times, a smaller version of Paul George. At least, when he's pulling up, taking those long shots. He's got really nice range to him. But yeah, I would make the James Harden comparison. They've got a lot in common, but these guys can both play. And I'm thinking James Harden also because I'm thinking about his prime stats being very well-rounded. He's a point guard, but he really likes to get into the mix. He averaged 3 rebounds a game last year in his rookie season, along with 3 assists. So he's doing everything, on that offensive end and just filling that stat sheet. So let's talk about his promise and his upcoming season this year. So far in the preseason, he's cracked 30 points twice already. He dropped 33 on the Denver Nuggets on 13 of 19 from the field. He also had 3 steals, 3 assists to go with it. Absolutely fantastic game. And then on Thursday against Sacramento, he put up 31 points and 11 assists on 10 of 14 from the field and 5 of 6 from the three-point line. Now, this game, he was just not missing. And same with that. I mean, these are just, again, examples of him being extremely streaky. Look, he gets going, and he just doesn't miss. I mean, the guy, really, when he gets hot and he gets on a tear, you saw it last year, and you're starting to see it this year, and hopefully, to a larger volume, because you want to see him break out for those big games more and more and more, and that seems like what he's doing. Now, let me talk about what DAngelo Russell could be this year, and after that, I'm going to talk about his prime. DAngelo Russell, my projected stats for him this year. Well, let's take a look at the team situation before we do that. See who he's playing with. Obviously, you got to put this guy in the starting lineup. They got rid of Byron Scott. Him and DAngelo having a little trouble getting on the same page. You didn't want to start DAngelo, and he's gone now. We know Luke Walton. This guy knows what he's doing. So basically, DAngelo's getting that starting role next year, whether it be point guard, whether it be shooting guard. I think he's starting alongside Jordan Clarkson, or maybe even, I don't even know. If Luke Walton really wants to fuck around and start Lou Williams, then he's just being an idiot, and that's really not helping anyone. You got to start Clarkson and Russell. That's the way to go. But for Russell, it's not going to be as easy as you think for him to pad his stats, at least, in this coming year. I mean, honestly, there are a lot of ball handlers, guys that might need the ball in their hands on this Lakers team if they want to get better. People want to get better in the NBA. So basically, you look at their starting five, who are they going to have out there? I think the projected starting five is Russell, Clarkson, Randall, Dang, and Timothy Mozgov. Brandon Ingram is coming off the bench. So the thing is, I hope they don't start Lou Williams. That's just bad for everyone. But if that's the starting lineup, the one I just named, DeAngelo Russell, he's still the point guard. I mean, he's going to be handling the ball more than anybody else. So if he's really that good, if he's really improved so much over this offseason, he shouldn't really have a lot of trouble getting to his spots and hitting shots. I'm predicting DeAngelo Russell to probably be the leading scorer on this team. Because if you look at it, last year, Jordan Clarkson, he put up about 15 points a game, but Clarkson was getting way more minutes than Russell. Russell wants the system where, he's the guy, he's the point guard, and he's orchestrating everything. I think he's going to lead this team in not only points, but also assists. Coming in the next year, I think he's going to put up something like 17 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds in this upcoming NBA season. So, in my 10 future stars from the 2015 NBA draft video, I did say that my stat projections for DeAngelo Russell in his prime were something along the lines of 25 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. But the thing is, it really depends on if he's playing point guard. Because I was kind of making that prediction, thinking that he was going to be the shooting guard. But now, this upcoming season, I said I think he could have 6 assists a game because he's going to be the ball handler more than anyone else. I'm thinking down the line, maybe if he's in that shooting guard role, he's not going to average more than 5 assists a game. He's still handling the ball a lot. He might average more than that. Right now it seems like, hey, you got to develop into that playmaker, like that James Harden type playmaker, because Harden's putting up 7.5 assists a game over in Houston, but he's like the only guy with the ball in his hands. So, if this Lakers team if they're going to develop these young guys into a dynasty, then Russell isn't going to be putting up 7-8 assists because he's not going to have the ball in his hands as much as James Harden would. You see what I'm saying? So, I think it's very interesting and it's very tricky to project a guy like DeAngelo Russell, but I do think he's destined for stardom. I said he would be a future multiple-time NBA All-Star and a starter at that, because I just think he's destined to be one of the best guards in the league in a few years' time, down the road. He's got a lot of growth to do. He's got a lot of maturing to do. You want to see him be consistent, be a better defensive player, be more efficient all over the court. But this guy definitely has it in him. You saw him excel in college in his first season. We saw flashes of greatness, and hopefully he can translate that into full spurts, seasons of greatness in the future. And yes, like I said before, it really does depend on who is alongside him. But as long as this guy touches the ball a lot, in the future and develops the right way, yeah, he's right on his way to being an NBA superstar. And his game, he's going to have the smoothest game in the league. I'm telling y'all, this guy is so fun to watch. Just the way he does everything. He's like not sloppy at all. His game is so clean. Jumper is clean. Handles are nice. He's everything you want from a combo guard. I think, we just got to work on that defense a little bit. But yeah, he's the real deal, I think. Just got to keep working. His preseason been going absolutely phenomenal. So hopefully he translates that to the regular season. And yeah, so that's going to finish off this video. I hope you all enjoyed this one. Let me know who you want to do next, or if there's a different kind of video you want to see, please feel free to comment that. I read every suggestion, and I consider every suggestion that I get. So that's all. Please like this up. Subscribe if you're new, and I'm out. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.